I've got a couple of issues concerning development at our intersections and how this development at our intersections affects our rights. One issue that we're going to deal with here, talk about here today, would be the capabilities of surveillance at these intersections, and how this surveillance at these intersections acts more as voyeuristic video rather than the Patriot Act. I also am going to call into question the foundations that support these lumbering poles that suspend our traffic lights above the roadways, as well as the video surveillance behind us. The video equipment supported on these overhangs hosts an array of surveillance equipment that gather information for various uses. The cameras were installed as part of a prima facie detection device to service, in part, the Patriot Act. So here's my question. What if these lumbering contraptions that hold up these lightweight cameras overhanging our road access were installed using private investors' money, corporations, or entities in relation to an interlocal infrastructure compact? Then they would be in support of a private interest. They would be collecting data for private interests. These cameras then, and with the wide array of information they gather, would not be working under the veil of the Patriot Act. They would only be working in relation to the Patriot Act. Working in relation to the Patriot Act and gathering an array of information and not in support of the Patriot Act constitutes video voyeurism. This video voyeurism is lawless in nature. Now let's talk about the foundations. The foundations of these heavy intersection overhangs, the makeup of material within the foundations are substandard because they are inconsistent. Let's take, for instance, the pouring of a concrete driveway, okay? According to the county, state, and building codes, a driveway must be of consistent grade or hardness, or the driveway won't pass inspection. Extreme inconsistencies in grades and hardness of concrete jeopardize the integrity of the strength and the foundation upon which a structure is to be supported. Inconsistency is instability. This is a safety issue concerning needs for proper support. A non-uniform strength or non-uniform grade of concrete throughout the base would create a line of fault or weakness in a foundation. This would not meet the criteria for code of construction or any development. Why does this particular industry not follow criteria or codes? This dissent in code is a safety issue. I feel this type of development is intent on being defective, as well as those who promote this type of development. People will get hurt if one or all of these overhangs fall in the road due to an inconsistency in the concrete that's used in the foundation. At the very least, these objects, as they bow and sway in the wind upon these vaulted foundations, have a safety concern. I call to question the integrity of these foundations and the irregularity of components that make up their foundations. This construction practice is untested under practical conditions. The people may be affected, they may be hurt as a result of this type of defective development. What we have here are two different grades of concrete. This secondary overspill concrete, this is hydraulic concrete. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 5 fractures or faults within this one foundation. The main body of this foundation is concrete. As you can see, I can scratch with my fingernail to demonstrate the softness of this concrete. These foundations are faulty and need review immediately. Thank you.